What is up, guys? I'm here today to start this guide of the single player missions. I have spent the last ages jotting down notes and trying to get some of the tougher ones anyways, so that I'll be able to give you guys the best information. First of all, I just want to say that if you come to the challenges menu, you'll see... where is it? Okay, the persistent mission, or challenge even. This counts whether you fail or whether you pass. The one thing is you have to finish it, so if you just go ahead and click reset as soon as you fail, it's not going to count it, which, yes, is really stupid, but nah, not going to complain too much. There's a few off things with this game. Another thing is these challenges here, like serial killer, mass murder, all of these can be done by blowing up the tanks in single player. I'm not sure about, I presume the damage ones as well would also count. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just, you can kill or destroy enemy tanks, which counts the damage, and also, I'm actually not sure if the triple threat or... Basically, I'm not sure if these count as well. I presume they would, but nah. You can try for yourself. It's too late for me. Okay, but anyways, we're gonna start with the tutorial. This should be one of the most self-explanatory missions. There is sort of one thing I will say about this, is that because I have leveled up a fair bit more than the vast majority of people who are starting these missions now, it's going to be, in some cases... Oh, that's typical. It's going to be, in some cases, easier for me. It's going to be, in some cases, harder for me. But I am, for the most part, looking at these as... Well, this is a horrible example, but I'm going for these missions as with lowest level of weapon as I can, and is given to me. There are times I will reset multiple times just to get a weapon. But anyways, we'll start into the actual missions now. Right, this is basically the same, just blow up the target. Watch as I fail this a billion times. Oh, would you look at that? I'm not going to give like specific directions or that for missions that are just blow up another tank, because there really is no definites for that. Double duty. Yeah, I'm immature. Sue me. Right, the one thing I will say as well, for especially these missions, don't be afraid to move around. Like, it's a lot easier to hit people when you're closer than when you are half a mile away from them. Bit of exaggeration, alright, but yeah. I did, as I said, do some of these missions, but there's also some that I just haven't gone near at all yet. So there's going to be quite a few of these, such as this one, that I have not gone near in almost a year now. But again, for a lot of these missions, just keep going, as if you can move, that is, go close to the tank. Okay. Target practice. Now this is pretty big target, I guess. You've got 3 shots. My advice for this, anyways, is to aim this line full power and aim it as if it was to go for a straight line to about here. Well, maybe a bit down, because the shot will arc. Gravity. Gotta love it. Ideally I'd like to do this in 100 attempts or less. There's 80 missions. Don't think that's asking for a lot, but I suppose. Okay, this again, aim a bit higher. Like I said, don't be afraid to move as well. The first couple of sets anyways aren't too difficult. There are 1 or 2 missions that I know people notoriously get stuck on, but we'll see what happens. Okay, this is the first one that I do have some advice for. I'm just gonna try get a stream here. Oh, the joys of being a high level. Wow. This is kind of shocking me. There we go. Stream. 2 of them even. Okay, the first tip here is going to be, you see here there's the 45-degree line. Just line your shot power up straight with that. Then go left. Sorry, I have it written here. Go left 13 ticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I think I did a bit too many. Oops. Getting a wee bit of lag here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think that's it anyways. And then go down about 15. So there, and that should hit the tank, whatever about the targets. Okay, that was a fail. The first of many. You've got a fair few shots of this, so don't be afraid if you miss it. Just adjust. And my advice as well, if you leave the targets, just, again, I kind of shouldn't have done that because I have maxed out traction, so a lot of you might not be able to go up the hill. Just spam river, or not river, stream up there and you'll get the targets. Okay, they shoot, question mark. Ooh. Okay, this is one of the first sort of free weapon missions, and by that I mean you can use any weapons. I could just take him out with the 1 nuke, but I'm gonna give him a bit of a chance. Because these guys, for some strange reason, tend to use like really high level weapons. Like, I'm trying to think now. Mad birds. But yeah, I was doing one of the missions there because I was kind of trying to remember which was what and that. And a level 10 tank, I think, used Gatling gun, which took me forever to get even. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh god. This could be the first of our fails right here. Ooh. See, that's the other thing. If you do something unexpected, they're gonna kill themselves. Ralph, I'm sorry, but get good, kid. Okay, double teamed is... yes. Basically how you do this, pick one you want to go for, just sort of focus on that guy, then go for the other one. Yeah, I kinda got pretty high-ish level weapons there, so... See, that's what I mean. He's level 10 and he's using Grenade Storm. That's kind of a bit ridiculous if you ask me. I mean, yeah, it will kill themselves like 60% of the time. It works every time. But the vast majority is gonna be trial and error for these missions. Especially tank ones. Well, they're all tank ones, but ones with enemies. Oops. Where were you? Were priorities. This was the one, actually. Couldn't remember what it was, so I came in to have a look, and yeah. I have all the high level stuff here. So basically the best idea is to use a digger on this guy. Or actually anything. He has 10 HP, so rapid fire would work, a shot would work. But yeah, and then just use whatever again to destroy the target, and you're good. Ooh, it's freezing. What are we on next? Is this the last one, the first 10? It is. Challenger approaching. Let's go. He's got what? Oh, 200 HP. Okay, one tip I'm going to throw out there for everyone. Travelers, make it your first weapon to get from the shop. I'm going to fail with it right here, but yeah. It is an amazing weapon, provided you can aim. Oh, Jesus. Da, 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 da. This is sort of the worst thing about it as well. You kind of have to wait for some of the weapon animations, and it can get boring and stuff. Especially when it's single player and you've no one to talk to. Like, I mean, you can type, but you're not going to get anything back. It'd be really creepy if I did, though. Eh. Wait, what did he have again? Oh, 200 HP. See, there's Tsunami. That should not be coming from a level 20 tank. Ever. Well, yeah. Because by the time you get enough damage done with Stream and then Creek and then River, it's gonna be well into your... trying to remember what it was for me. I think it was fairly well into the 30s. Although I sort of constantly missed the vast majority of my Creek shots because I just really did not like the weapon. I used to always aim slightly too far or just not far enough, and it was just frustrating more than anything. Okay, and that marks the end of the first 10. Unfortunately though, the one thing that I really don't like is you do not get any XP for repeating the missions. Okay, this is one of the first that I had no plans for whatsoever, so I'm gonna just wing it. I'm gonna say about less than 45 degrees. Actually no, 45 degrees. A bit of an angle. Look at that for style. See, if I'd come to practice that, I would have missed it about 40 times. Okay, Skirmish. The one game mode in this bloody game that does not work. Yeah, I'm gonna take that back. Skirmish is not exactly a game mode, but eh. Okay, now I'll attempt to show what I mean about travelers. There you go. A simple 50 damage for just getting it on target. That has got to be pretty much worth it. This is also the first of many sort of unfair missions because you've got all the peoples against you. And for some reason they are pinpoint accurate to a big degree. But again, these are sort of trial and error missions. There's not much tactics you can use when you can't exactly move, so... Oh crap. Okay. Whoa, horsey. Pedestals. What do we have here? Okay. My first bit of advice for this one would be... See, if I was to use Cactus Strike now, I could get... How much HP? Yeah, I could get basically all the targets and one of the tanks maybe in one shot. But I will say, make sort of the targets your first priority, because you can... Oh jeez, what's the word? You can see where your shot goes and then base your aim on that. Unless you're like me and then you just wing it. Okay, this is looking like it could be the first fail. Oh god. Let's, after this one, just not talk about it. I think it would be in everyone's best interest. Although, that wasn't too bad. Could have been better, but... Come on. Okay. Diggers. Now, 2 shots left, so... Oh. Right. I'll just use this as an example, actually. With that sort of a shot, if it goes too far, you've kind of 2 choices. You either bring down the power a bit, or you bring it up and arc it more. It's sort of really what you prefer more, but for the most part, unless you have to try get it over something, it's better to just change the power. And there we go. Looking slightly worrying, but we got it. Yeah. Nothing overly tricky so far. The danger pit. Da, da, da. Oh yes. This was one of the more entertaining ones to do. Basically you want to get just a bounce explode at a... Yeah. Basically that kind of angle. And then just go with it really. Okay, I take that back. Right, I'm not listening to my own advice here. The opportunity is there, so take it when you can to move. May not seem it, but getting closer, it's a lot easier to hit stuff. And I believe this could be our first fail. Yep, there we go. Right, I'm not gonna let this beat us. Over here. Actually, on this mission, I think moving could be a big mistake. Well, it's a big mistake if you're using multiple bounce explodes. Like, one doesn't really matter too much, but if you're using, say, the dual or triple, then you'd want to be sort of getting it at a 45-degree angle. Oh, and there we go. Just made a show of them that time. Sitting ducks. The best kind of ducks. What is next? New heights. Cannot remember what this is, but let us see. Aha. So basically we have to kill the enemy while hitting the targets. And we've an infinite number of shots, so this one would be a little on the hard side to fail, because you can just keep going over and over. The only way you'd fail is if the AI does stuff like that and it actually hits. Because on a good day, excavation can easily do 150. But at the same time, that'd want to be a very good day. Grrr. Okay, my strategy here that I didn't say beforehand was I'm gonna destroy the tank first and then go for the targets. There we go. Then just pew. Yeah, in my head all those weapons go pew, pew. Okay, I'm never doing that again. My voice was not designed to go that high. Roller derby. Okay. For this, it's pretty simple. Just aim straight up and then go 1, 2, 3. Go 4 ticks to the left and then take off about 4 power. No, sorry, 5. And then let the rollers do the work. Then same again the other side. Line it up with the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you don't need to change the power this time. And then there you go. Don't think there's any difficulty in the first 20, says the guy who failed at the old danger pit. But anyways, okay, this weapon, not weapon, this mission even, I would highly recommend you go either one side or the other. I'm going to slightly cheat on my ruler here. Actually, no, I won't. Yeah, I will actually. Oops. Just take out 2 of these guys. And then the whole sort of thing here is those guys are going to hit each other. Or for the most part, they're going to miss and hit these guys. And then come over this side. Do a wee lob shot. As you can see here, I said it in one of the videos before, but 86 degrees on either side is going to drop the shot there, like it would land on the ground here, or here. And then you can just adjust by basically the gap between those guys would be how much it goes either way. Da, 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 da. What is next? We have Zagging. Zagging is the first one of the kind of awkward missions. Yes, this mission I actually haven't prepared anything for. I meant to, but I sort of wasn't paying attention when I was going through it, and I had a smart snipe which... yeah, this is gonna sort of fail a couple of times. Okay, we'll go about, what, 45-degree angle. Gonna say about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 power. No, 10. And then 2 to the left. Way too hard. Oh, I meant to hit the restart button there. Also, I apologize for any sort of coughing or drinking during videos or that, because I generally do record voice as I play the game, so it makes it kind of easier for me, but also it's a lot more interesting sort of commentating on stuff as it happens rather than knowing what's coming or knowing sort of... Okay. This is going to annoy me now. This mission could be the one that kills my doing it in 100 turn. Doing it in 100 turns thing. Oh jeez, that was worse. I'm getting worser instead of better. And yes, I use worser as a word. That was closer. Getting there. At this rate. Grr. Yeah, I had something to say there, but it completely went out of my head. I tend to do that a lot, my bad. See, if you have smart snipe, this mission just is simple. Watch as I fail it now. You know what? I think I should think about quitting at this stage. I had 10 dots to hit it with there and couldn't. Which is kind of annoying me because I used smart snipe the first time and got it in my first go. Oh Jesus, this is embarrassing. Maybe this should have been one of the missions I prepared something for. Grr. Right, gonna aim there. That did it. Okay, that was kind of a bit cheating on my part. I'm gonna go back to it and try it with a normal sniper. There we go. Okay, I think how I did it that time was aim about there. There we go. First shot. Why can't I ever do that when I really want to? Hot, hot, hot is impossible to beat. Well, gonna prove that guy wrong. And Fiesta forever. There are two missions that I honestly don't see why they get so much flack. Because they're not... well, they are hard and they aren't hard. They are hard because I missed that completely. They are hard because the AI can be such an annoyance a lot of the time. But then there's not hard because if you use just simple logic, it's a lot easier to beat. Like, you'll notice as you play with the AI a bit, they tend to overshoot. And you can use that to your advantage by hiding behind things, hiding in things, under things. Okay. In maybe a bit of an exaggeration now. Unless you count around bumpers. But they're no help for anyone. And you can't exactly intentionally hide in one. Well, on the campaign anyways. Campaign single player. Halo has me ruined. God damn it, Microsoft. In saying that, Microsoft over Apple any day. And that right there is how you create controversy in 20 seconds. Oh jeez. But we'll eventually get this potato here dead. Yeah, that's right, we'll get him dead. 33 HP. Dead weight does. I think dead weight is 25. I'm kind of struggling with that one. Yeah, we'll just go with Mad Birds. Now I'll use the old. I'm going to take a bit of power off it. That should be in or around where I need it. Right in the money. Okay, that was a weird one even for me. I'm really sorry. Okay, this is going to be the last of this video. I'm going to do it in groups of 20 because as it goes on it's just going to take longer and longer to do. But this one I do actually have notes for. Okay, for the first target, which is going to be the one over here, just go 45 degrees at full-ish power. Okay, there we go. 45 degrees at full power, and then go left 16 ticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then just shoot, and you should be golden. Then for shot number 2, just keep moving until you have 29 fuel left. Or just in or around 30. And then for this, you go again to 45 degrees. And this time go 12 over. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should be golden. There we go. Right, and I'm going to call it time there for this video. The next one we're going to have 90 degrees all the way through to the Magician. Ooh. Until then, bye bye.